I watch Coyote Peterson. What does suicide have to do with this? I know he got nerfed hard, bro. I know he got nerfed hard. They probably gave him a crazy. We didn't watch this video, right? Gimpy, yeah. I know he got a crazy what's it called? That's because he's basically hurting himself when he does this, I guess. Damn. I know he's not making no money off this.
And I'm about to enter
YouTube
the
not
nettle
play
zone
with this, bro.
with the Gimpy. Ooh, look at all the bumps forming on my arm.
Damn! Bro, he looks like he slept on a nest of bed bugs, bro. Hey, the sound is up. Let's get to it.
The Cape York Peninsula is considered one of Australia's final frontiers. It's a wilderness paradise, and while we love filming its unique species,
can you hear
today
it?
We're actually looking
is
at
audio
its
good?
most notorious plant. Known as the Gimpy, it supposedly has the world's most painful plant sting. Today I'm meeting up with my good friend Ryan. He says he's got Gimpys on his land, and he knows that because he's been stung by it before. My goal is going to be to not only find this plant, but clip a leaf and ultimately place it on my forearm to determine
bro,
just
I'm not gonna
how
lie, bro.
painful
French pit bulls are
this
chopped, bro.
really is.
French bulldogs are chopped. Their nose is just so collapsed. I don't see them. Everything good yet. I appreciate it.
Kevin is our official.
We appreciate you being in the stream for real. It means a lot.
Scouting dog. He's got a nose for danger. This one.
Their nose are just crazy collapsed, bro. I don't like it.
That's it. Oh, way back there.
Kevin,
hate the dogs.
what do you think about Gimpy leaves?
Yeah,
Is this
I
something
mean,
that a dog
French
would ever
bulldogs
want to
are
mess with?
they're a breed on
Not
their own.
so much.
Look at the nose, man. That's why he's breathing through his
Now,
mouth.
Ryan, you've been
Cannot
stung
breathe, though. Of
by
course,
the
man. Thanks for streaming.
Gimpy
Hey, appreciate
before.
you, man.
Tell us a little bit about your experience.
Oh, indeed. I just had it brush my fingers as I was swinging a machete, and pain stayed with me for about 3 months.
Wow.
Damn!
So I may be in for some
how'd you
serious
take it
pain
out?
today, given what the Gimpy
Because it's kind of like the other one we watched.
Now, what I
The
want to do
needles
is
in it,
extract the
they
right
stick
size
into your
leaf.
hand,
You
but
can
how'd you take it
see
out?
Some of these leaves are massive. I mean,
3
bigger
months is
than
insane.
a human head. So I could see how if you had an accident out there clearing bush trails, or if you slipped and fell into one of these plants, it's going to be endgame for
Bro,
you.
imagine
For me,
falling.
I'm looking
I
to
look
get a
forward to your
leaf that's
streams.
just
I
the
like
right
talking to
size
you,
to
man.
fit on my
Hey,
forearm.
appreciate you, man.
It seems like I have
I'm
no
gonna
trouble
start
picking
streaming
the leaf
more
of
and
my choice.
earlier,
So
bro.
I got a couple
More and
things
earlier.
I'm going to use. I'm going to be wearing
I gotta
sunglasses
get on
and
this
wearing
grind for
protective
real.
gloves. I also have with
I gotta
me
get on this grind for
a couple
real,
of
man.
plastic bags.
I
and we'll
have
be in
you
good
to stream
shape.
for, Jonathan to stream for. I have the
gonna follow
future
me
people that are
with
gonna be
this
watching me. I
short
gotta stream for them.
I'm gonna film from here.
Okay.
Imagine falling into this with your whole
I'm wearing
body,
shorts
bro.
as well.
Yeah, okay, I'm actually going to put
He said he's
bandana
gonna-
over my face too.
He says he's gonna
just
stream
so
from there. He's
that
scared.
nothing breathes into
I'll
my
walk
nose.
in there
The
naked,
bandana,
bro.
the
Real
glasses,
talk.
the hat, the gloves. Hopefully this will protect me.
Is he wearing shorts?
I don't want to
Bro,
get
he
nettled
needs, like-
before the right time.
He needs like long sleeve, bro. He's tripping. He is tripping, bro. You gotta go in there with the hazmat suit for real. He is actually tripping.
Okay. Right underneath the tree now.
You gotta
I got
wear
a
a
great
hazmat
leaf
suit.
right
bro.
there.
Plus, why
There it
are
is.
there
That's
leaves
the
like
Gimpy
this? Why are there
leaf right
plants
there.
like this, bro?
All right, let's get out of the underbrush
It's a
here.
crazy
It's time to
self-defense
get this
mechanism.
experiment underway.
How you didn't get stung is crazy to me. You tripping talking about walking there naked, bro.
Sample number one.
I'll just raw dog it, bro.
It is a
Bro,
very
my body would be
unassuming
on
looking
fire.
leaf, I have to admit.
Dog,
on the
I would look
underside,
like I
you can see
got
all those veins
rabies.
run through. And what you can't see with the naked eye are these very small nettles, much smaller than the nettles of the giant stinging tree.
So it's gonna be
leaf.
harder to take out.
You got those jagged
Damn.
edges around the outer rim, and if you hold it up like this, it's almost heart-shaped. But there's no love that comes from this leaf, only pain. Now, I've read many stories about the Gimpy in preparation
Bro,
for
imagine
this episode.
falling on it with your
Honestly,
whole body,
this is
bro.
the most fabled plant,
Crazy
I think, on the
pain.
face of the planet. There are stories that date back all the way to the mid-1800s.
This is the world's deadliest plant,
Of
right
early
here.
explorers running into this plant, the pain being so bad that they wanted to cut off their body part that
That's
was inflicted by those
crazy.
nettles. I even read a couple of cases where people's horses ran into the nettles and the horses ended up dying within a matter of hours.
Damn.
And what I want to do next is give you guys an up-close look
Because if a horse
at what are called
don't
the
have
trichomes.
clothes.
That's what's
That
actually
touches them, bro, it's their
harboring
whole
that
body. It's getting
neurotoxic
affected.
venom. When you really break it down, those trichomes are little hypodermic needles, almost like snake fangs. And the second they touch my skin and the tip breaks off,
Same
that
picture for the
venom
last
is
one.
going to slowly be working its way into my system. Now for context and for safety, we do have a full first aid kit with us. We also have an epinephrine pen. There have been multiple cases of people being
Used during
nettled by this
allergic
plant who've gone
emergencies.
into cardiac arrest. So we
Damn.
want to be extra careful. I don't think it's going to be that bad for me.
Bro, Coyote
but
Peterson,
you
I thought
never
he
know.
retired, man.
Certainly in Australia,
He came out of
this is
retirement. He
biological
came out of
landmine
retirement
number
for the
101.
real ones.
And there is an indigenous people's remedy for how to remove those nettles if you find yourself in a worst case scenario. I'm going to show you how to do that, but first we actually have to get the nettles into my skin.
Bro, look at that, bro.
I can feel myself really wanting to drag this one out. I'm told this is going to be one of the most painful experiences I've ever been through. Bullet ant, execution wasp, giant hornet,
Executioner
and a
wasp
box
is
full
a
of
fire
angry
name.
yellow jackets.
Executioner
If this
wasp,
surpasses
wow.
the yellow jackets,
That executes
it's
you, bro.
about to be the worst
Damn.
pain day I have ever gone through.
His hand is swollen.
And it's amazing that this is quite possibly
They can see
going
that
to
on
come
camera?
from a leaf. We think of it being animals on our planet that are the things that are going to be the most dangerous biological landmines.
Plants
We
low-key
never
underrated,
think
bro, for
about
real.
it actually being
Because everything,
something like a
everything
plant.
lives
Now,
off.
to induce
the
the
plants,
nettling,
the fruits,
all I'm going to do is
trees.
basically brush the leaf up against my skin. Think about it. If you're out there exploring in the wilderness and you brush into one
Hold
of
on, I'm
these,
gonna be right back. Okay,
you're
appreciate
gonna
it.
feel it. So I don't need to go
problem.
over the top. Over the top would be slapping it up against my face, rubbing it all over my body.
Yeah,
I can tell you this
that'd be
much.
crazy.
This is gonna put me in pain for several hours, if not possibly weeks. I think I'm just going to take a test drive with the Gimpy Gimpy. From what everybody tells me, it's gonna be one wild ride. I'm gonna move this off the table, take off this glove.
Oh,
My poor forearm. It's taken a lot of beatings on this trip to Australia. And you may see a red dot
Isn't he from
in the
Australia?
center
Oh,
of
he's
my
from America.
forearm right now. That's actually still a sting left over from the bulldog ant.
Damn.
So we're just gonna add a little poison on top of the pain as it is. Okay, here we go.
bulldog ants.
I'm Coyote Peterson, and I'm about to enter the nettle zone with the Gimpy Gimpy.
He looks like he's
One.
about to cry already.
2,
He has crazy balls, bro.
3. Okay, oh, jeez, holy cow, that's
Damn.
very bad, very quick. Oh my
Damn.
God, very bad, very quick. Ooh,
Oh,
oh wow, okay, so, oh yeah.
he's eating it though.
Holy mackerel, so what I did, oh geez, yeah, wow, okay, it's very, very bad. I rolled the leaf like this, because at first I was like, oh, I'm really not feeling anything. It takes those trichomes just the slightest opportunity of digging into your skin. This is like taking the volume in your car stereo and cranking it to 100. It only goes to 10, right now it's on its way to 100. Holy
Is that
cow.
his skin?
Yep, this is worse than the giant singing tree, that's for sure. Now, I'm not gonna put this on par by any means with a hand in a box of yellow jackets. Not yet, we're not there yet, but I can definitely feel that it is
Bro,
building.
what was he up to?
Holy
what
cow,
Was,
all right, you can see where the redness is starting to set in there.
Oh, I can see it too.
I was trying to sit here, I really want to get up. I really want to get up and move around. The sweat's getting in my eyes now. I gotta get these gloves off.
Yo, that boy is, I know he wants to cry, bro.
Okay,
I know he wants
let me
to
get some
cry.
composure here. Holy cow, holy cow. So, on fire and being electrocuted at the same point is exactly what this feels like. I've only been electrocuted once. That's when I accidentally got my finger in between those two prongs in an electrical socket. And boy, does that send a jolt up your body. But if I'm gonna compare this to an insect sting, I would say that we are definitely on bullet ant level at this point, and it is continuing to build. Now, when you think
Damn.
about it building and getting
A
worse,
bullet ant level?
I'm about a minute and a half in. And if it's only gonna get worse in the next 20
Yo,
to 30
look
minutes,
at it. Look at it, bro.
I'm really a little bit nervous as to where that's gonna
Yo.
possibly go. And I might have overdone it.
What is going on in Coyote
Maybe I should have
Peterson's
just touched
mind,
it to
bro?
my arm and not rolled it. Oh man, this is a bad idea. Oh my. Ah, look at all the bumps forming on my arm. Can you see that?
You
with
don't
that
want to
camera?
touch that with your other
All
hand, bro.
through there. Look at that. bump,
It's gonna
bump, bump, bump,
spread.
bump, bump, bump. I'm just gonna go ahead and count this because those are the trichomes that penetrated the surface. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Bro,
13,
it's too
14,
much to
15,
count, bro.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
Too much to
24,
count, bro.
25, 26, 27, 28,
Got a
29, 30,
G-Shock on. I
31,
gotta give me a
32,
G-Shock for real.
probably close to 50.
No Rolex, no none of that, bro. G-Shock. That's where it's at.
Gentlemen, Jesus, it's really getting bad. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Damn. Yo, that looks
Holy
like
cow!
bed
Can you
bug
see
bites,
that
bro.
on your camera, Mario?
Yeah, if you keep it like
Jeez.
Dude,
Yo, that one
that
kind of
is
looks like a penis. If
ridiculous.
you see it, you see it.
Oh God! Don't puke on us. Don't puke on us. Oh, my stomach's getting a little queasy.
Oh.
I can understand, just from a few minutes in with the pain, why some people have called this the suicide plant. I imagine
that's-
this being on my face,
that's probably
my
why they
neck,
put the
my
warning.
mouth. If you had fallen face
'Cause he
first
said
into
that.
one of these plants and you were going through this kind of agony everywhere,
Damn.
this is bad. This is bad. This is
Through your
another
whole
one of those.
body is
oh,
crazy.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I know you guys are right in the comment section. But look, Coyote, what did you think you were getting yourself into? Well, I knew what I was getting myself into. Had to determine exactly how bad it was going to be.
F around
without
and find
question.
out.
This
Alright, I'm back. What I
is
missed?
way
Well,
worse
he touched it,
than the giant
but
stinging
he
tree.
touched it way too much.
Jiminy,
He rolled
wow.
it, so he's getting
Holy heat
he's
zone,
getting
man. This
torn
is
up
like,
right now.
This is like
But I like that G-Shock, though. I want a
serious
G-Shock.
fire right now.
Maybe I should
Holy
invest
cow,
in a
no, this
G-
is,
in a
there's
G-Shock.
something's going on here. I can actually feel, it feels like it's crawling into my skin.
Like
so
it's
similar
going
to
deeper?
a jellyfish, the nematophores on a jellyfish, and
Mm-hmm.
the way once they penetrate your upper epidermis layer and start to get in there, they're working their way in. And those trichomes are slowly releasing small bursts of neurotoxic venom. So every
how much
time they
venom
set
is in
off,
it, bro?
almost like a landmine, I'm feeling that jolt of burning electricity going up and down like one. Got
yo.
that shot yet?
That's
Do
a good
some-
angle right there.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Hold steady.
Start pouring
That boy
down
said
rain.
hold.
It's gonna rain.
That boy said hold steady, bro. Come on.
We're trying to get this scene all roped in before the storm comes in. Now, it's important to note that we're gonna have to gauge out the pacing of this over the course of the next 20 to 30 minutes. So we've got rain coming in. The next piece is the next piece of
Can't
the
talk.
scene may be up under an overhang. But the good news is we've got the trichomes in, the venom's taking effect. And I'm gonna try
Bro,
to
Coyote
use
Peterson needs
the
to
local
retire
remedy
for
for
real,
removing
bro.
some of those nettles, but I'm gonna let it set in so I can feel the full effect of the venom before we do that. All right, I'm getting up, I gotta move. Holy crap. Ah! Woo!
He can't handle it. I mean, he sat down there. Some of the other stinks.
No, he was right about
Some of the
those
other
stupid
times
games
he
with
got
stupid
stung.
prizes,
He
so
got up right like
he wanted to
immediately.
take on this journey, and we have been here to capture it.
Oh. Ah, torrential downpour! Nothing like filming
We've been having a
nettled
lot
episode
of
in the
rain
middle of
out
an
here in
oncoming
Canada.
storm.
Where I'm at. Our pain receptors even still
my
active
remedy,
after
my
I'm
remedy.
set. Yo, look at his hand.
Oh, the
Look at his
water
hand.
definitely makes it worse.
Oh, I don't even know, bro. He's just built different.
Man, that is nasty looking.
Looks like crazy bed bug
My
bites,
whole
bro.
left side is like, oh, so uncomfortable.
I'm trying to imagine how it would be if
the
you
way
got
up
it
my
all
arm,
over
into my
your body,
shoulder,
bro.
and into my chest and my
It's
lymph
like
nodes.
crazy pain. They're getting, bro. This guy's dying in pain. They're getting
face of a man
They're getting like 15 minutes elapsed
who's
since rain
exemplifying
delay.
true
Okay.
regret. My arm is on fire right now.
They're
And it's
getting
not
those
just my
crazy
arm,
shots.
it's my lymph nodes underneath
What's
my
lymph
armpit
nodes?
and in my groin. It's so uncomfortable. That's my
Yeah,
body's
how does-
lymphatic system basically saying we've got invaders in the body.
Okay.
We got to get rid of them.
Now there is a remedy
How does it
that
hurt there?
indigenous
I would've been
people, Aboriginal
hospitalized if
people
this was me,
will
not even gonna hold
use
you.
to
Bro,
help
crazy
remove
pain, bro.
the nettles from any
What's he gonna
stinging
do?
plant
Okay.
in Australia. I'm going to try this remedy.
Let's see the remedy.
I'm looking for anything right now that could
But I'm trying to
possibly
what I'm
provide
still
me
thinking about
relief.
is if it
I
goes
am
over your whole
30
body,
minutes in.
bro.
Mentally, I am
It's gonna be
zapped.
insane.
My lymph nodes are screaming in pain. My arm is on fire.
His
It
groin
might as well
hurts.
have gotten burnt in a furnace. So let's try to do this. If you are out in the wild and you find that you have run into a gimpy or you've run into a giant stinging tree, All you need
He can
is
still
a
hold his
small
composure,
container.
bro.
You can use a water bottle, you could use anything, and a little bit of dirt. You want some dirt that's going to be thick and that's ultimately going to turn into a thick mud that you can cake onto the skin.
You're gonna get it out of
You
dirt.
want it to be the
Get it out
consistency
with dirt.
of a
Like
very
clay?
hearty milkshake. Now, as that dirt begins to dry, as the mud dries, it is going to suck moisture and
You're
grip
about to feel that
onto
pain
the
still.
nettles.
Look how
And
calm he
then
describes his
you should
intense
be able
pain.
to
I'm saying, bro.
peel or rub that off and hopefully take the majority of the nettles with you. So if you're out there in the wild finding anything with a flat, straight edge, I found the shell earlier. This will work perfectly to scrape the mud at an angle. You don't want to dig in, you want to go at an angle against the mud, the skin, and hopefully that will help to push out some of the nettles. So here we go. Look at that.
Let's see if it works.
Bulldozing it away.
I don't see how this will work,
It's
though.
still very, very sensitive. Oh, it does feel like it may be getting some of those nettles out though.
So is it like instant relief once you get the things out, the needles?
The whole arm is almost numb at this point. And as the mud was drying,
nettles.
I could actually feel that it was tightening down on the skin, which did provide, strangely enough, a little bit of relief.
So it's not
The thing
instant.
about the mud is that it's also going to suck out a little bit of that toxin from the upper level of the skin.
Oh, it's dragging out moisture too.
All right. Now, everything that I've read has said that water immediately turns to searing pain. That's because the nerve endings that are being affected by the neurotoxin are still screaming, and cold or heat will just increase that intensity.
Let's see.
But I'm gonna go for it. Here we go.
He wants to test if it's still there.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Jeez. Yeah. Okay. I want to get that off.
Oh, it's too
yeah.
late, big boy. It's too
water
late. It's too. Why is he
like
putting
crazy.
more? Bro, what is wrong with this guy, bro? He just wants to feel pain.
Okay, there are definitely probably still trichomes in there if it's hurting that bad. Okay, get off of there, water. Woo! Man. Immediate
That boy,
water
he's
contact
tripping, bro.
equals searing pain. But now that I've squeegeed off some of that water, I am feeling a bit of
But the thing with
relief.
pain is that what I've learned with pain is that like when you take it to the max, like the little stuff, like what he just did right now, like he put the water there to like, and now it hurts a lot. So when he takes the water off, when you take the water off, it doesn't hurt as bad as it did when it doesn't hurt as bad as it did before you put the water, because you already got used to it with the water on. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's to say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? So when you take something to the max and then you come back down, the way you reacted to what was down is not the same way you're gonna react to it. If you know what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to put it into words. I need to read more books to increase my vocabulary and to become more eloquent. But let's keep going.
Now, as a secondary effort, if you find yourself out in the wild and this is your immediate solution, getting to a store to use something like wax strips is going to
the
be
wax
your
strip is the
best
wax strip?
remedy
The wax-
in
wax-
a nettling. Whether
can't I
that
put
is
my
from
words
the giant
together?
stinging leaf or from Gimpy Gimpy.
The wax.
We know, because I use wax strips with the giant stinging leaf, and I do have some wax strips with me that I
Let's see
will
if it
eventually
works.
try if the pain here doesn't begin to subside.
That boy's in pain, bro.
Oh, that's so painful.
Oh, damn,
It is
that lie.
insane how many of those were still in my skin. And
Can
I
you
can
see
tell the
it?
difference between hairs and trichomes because my hair is dark colored and the trichomes are clear. And under a
Oh,
macro
is that
lens,
his
they look
skin?
like little tiny snake fangs
Yo.
that inject a lot of neurotoxin.
Dude, that's a lot of them, bro. Damn.
It has now been 24 hours since I took on the sting of the Gimpy Gimpy. It's fair to say, last night I had the second worst sleep experience in my life. Next to sticking my hand into a box of Angry Yellow Jackets, the Gimpy Gimpy put me in some serious pain.
Yo.
Today, I'm doing all right. I
He's-
used
I
another
forgot
wax
he's
strip
bald.
this morning, still feeling electrical shock impulses running up and down my forearm. And I would say that I can officially rank the Gimpy Gimpy as being the number.
Why does it say I went offline? Did I go offline? Why is my phone saying I went offline? Hello? Anyone in here? My phone said I went offline. Anyways.
Number 1 most painful plant sting in the world. Is there a plant sting that's ever gonna outdo it? I guess we'll have to wait and find out. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild.
Yo,
We'll see you on the next adventure.
Bro, Coyote Peterson is just different, bro. Hey, don't put that in my face, bro. Come on. Don't put that in my face. I'm not trying to feel that pain. Don't put that in my face. Relax.
It has been nearly 4 months since my wild ride with Australia's notorious suicide plant.
Oh,
and when it comes to long-term effects,
this video is 4
all
months
of
late.
the warnings are legit. My
Damn.
forearm experience is random, unprovoked flare-ups of itchiness, and if I
Damn.
put anything refrigerator-level cold to my skin in the nettled area, it feels like I'm being shocked with icy lightning bolts.
So does it feel like, is it like
Fun times.
part of it got,
But this is why I do what I do,
like stuck in
so
his-
we can
in
all
his-
see
in
how
his head.
powerful nature is and why you want to do your best to respect it from a safe distance.
crazy, bro. Yeah, I respect him though. Bulldog, 200 bulldog ants. I thought I'd retire for real, man. I thought he actually retired for real. 200 angry yellow jackets. I think I want to watch this one now. My bad, I didn't get what happened. My stream just froze for a minute, but it's good now. Yeah, I don't know. It literally said I went offline for like one minute. But hey, Coyote Peterson is that guy though.